My next guests are board members of the National League of American Penwomen. My guests are president of the Palm Springs chapter, Joan Petit Clair, Carol Mann, and Marge Dodge, also board members, and they had specific roles in a fundraiser this year. And I want to welcome you ladies here and just say it's so nice to have you here with me.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Okay, we're going to get right to it, and so I'm going to start with Joan. Joan, give a definition of what the National League of American Penwomen is, first of all.
The National League of American Penwomen is a group of professional women, artists and writers that are dedicated to promoting the arts. And our core values are respect, knowledge, creation, and preserving the arts. Our mission is to support, encourage, recognize women in the production of creative works of professional standards in the arts.
Okay. All right. Well, that covers a lot of people out there, a lot of gals out there. So what is the requirements for membership?
They have to be professional people. They have to be paid for their work. And that's about it.
Well, but you also have different categories, as I understand it, of membership?
Yes, we do. We have writers, artists, and musicians.
Okay, so a woman that would like to join has to decide what category they want to be in, because sometimes a musician or an artist is also a writer. So do they then have to make a declaration of what aspect they want to?
Well, they would submit what their strong points are. They could be multiple categories, and they apply. They fill out an application. It goes to national headquarters for approval, and then they're members if they qualify.
Okay, so an artist would have to submit paintings or drawings or something like that.
And proof that they got paid for their work.
Okay, a writer would have to submit a book or an article or whatever.
Correct.
And again, proof of payment is important. What about somebody that's won an award for their story, for instance, from the local Palm Springs Writers Guild? They get paid for that. That would apply then, would it not?
I think it would.
Yeah, I was told that before, just for those of you that are out there listening. And then the musicians, do they have to perform for you, or if they've written something, they give you the sheet music? Is that the way it works?
I'm not sure of the criteria for the musicians.
It's actually musical composers. You have to be
Just
a musical
composers.
composer.
Okay.
And
This is
actually-
Marge Dodge talking now.
And actually write music.
Okay, well, the requirements can be a little tough, but I'll tell you, this has created quite a marvelous body of women. Now, Marge, while we're talking to you, you were instrumental in the Women of Distinction Award that was presented this past year. Talk about that a little bit and tell my audience what the criteria is for selection.
Yeah, the Women of Distinction in the Arts is an event that we plan annually, and we've had it for the last 4 years. It started when I was president, actually, and it is to honor women who are in the arts in the Coachella Valley who have done outstanding things. So we have honored many women, including yourself, Jacqueline.
Thank you. That was a very proud moment, and thank you for bringing it up. I mean, I did tell you I'd pay you for saying that, so
That's right.
I will do that. But I'm very, very proud of that.
Right. But you are one of our honorees because you do promote the arts here in the Coachella Valley with your radio show, and everyone was very impressed with your background as far as your writing and all the things that you have done. So that's who we honor as Women of Distinction.
And mention the other two ladies that were at the luncheon, because they certainly are dynamic women as well.
Right. The other honorees were Denise DuBarry-Hay, and we honored her for her women in film contribution and all she's done for women in the Coachella Valley. And then also Barbara Mortensen, who is the opera lady, and she brought the live simulcast of the Metropolitan Opera to the Valley. So
to the movie theaters.
Right. Very accomplished women, and that's who. And we have also honored women over the years accomplished in other areas of the arts as well. Journalists, Yeah,
mention a few of the categories.
Betty Francis was an honoree last year. for her contribution, especially to charity organizations in the Valley with her social
Right.
scene that she does.
Yeah.
And then we've had Rachel Druten, who was the founder of an organization called Tools for Tomorrow, which is an after-school program for children to integrate the arts. And we've had Patty Daly Caruso, Fernfield Brooks, Jeanette Bonozo, who did the Youth Symphony. So we've had a lot of outstanding women that we've
Right.
honored.
They certainly are. Well, now, the luncheon itself was spectacular. It was held at Wally's, an amazing, beautiful place. And the luncheon is a fundraiser as well. How many attended?
There were 101 in attendance, and we were able to, with the attendance and also our silent auction, raise enough money for 8 scholarships this year of $1,000.
And who did the scholarships go to?
The scholarships go to young women who are graduating from Coachella Valley High School and are pursuing an education in the arts. So we give this year, with the success that we had, we were able to fund 8 $1,000 scholarships. So we're very
That's
proud of that.
amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Congratulations on that. And as you said, it's women pursuing the arts, but it could be music, writing, or painting, or anything in the arts that.
Right. We've even had scholarship recipients who are stage set designers.
Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? My goodness, what a group of ladies. Absolutely incredible. Well, thanks for telling us about that. Now, I want to go quickly to Carol Mann, because Carol, you acted as host for the presentation and were responsible for writing about the awardees who had to present you with their biographies, as well as making the introductions. And you read a beautiful beginning introduction for the presentation. I'd like to have you read that, and read it quickly. We're watching the time, but go through that. It's
All right. It would be my pleasure. So now you're at Wally's restaurant. And now imagine, if you will, another beautiful afternoon such as today's. You've just enjoyed a wonderful luncheon at Wally's and are now standing in your favorite boutique on El Paseo. You have just been given the gift of a no-limit credit card. Just as you think you've arrived in nirvana, surrounded as you are by gorgeous things, a strident voice rings out, "You've got 2 minutes to shop." That's exactly what it's like to prepare introductions for today's honorees. So many fine and elegant accomplishments, so little time. But let's linger in this boutique of the imagination for just a moment, because it's a rather unusual place. Displayed in the window is a chic black cocktail dress. Its discreet tag contains these words: "Find your unique calling and wear it well." Draped on a nearby mannequin is a fine pashmina shawl. On its tag are the words, "Wrap yourself with energy and drive." As novelist Ayn Rand once quipped, "The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me." And lastly, on a nearby shelf nestles a fine jeweled evening bag. Scrolled on its tag in flowing black calligraphy is this thought: "Creativity comes from trust. Trust your instincts and always carry them with you." 3 Coachella Valley women evidently knew where to shop.
Well, you are a writer, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Because you did have 2 minutes to introduce each of the ladies, and it was done so well. And I wish we had time for you to go over your introduction for each one. But this just shows listeners out there, we're talking to members of the National League of American Penwomen, who themselves are very creative.
It's a great organization to bring creative women together. And if you would like to create, or you are creating now, it's a great fellowship.
And it's a national organization, so
Yes.
that you have organizations all over the country. And then where's the national headquarters located?
It's in Washington, D.C., and this is an organization that was founded in 1897, so it is one of the oldest professional women's organizations in the country.